day 5. And it's a lovely bright morning today. A little later than I expected to set off. It's 8 o'clock now. It was quite chilly this morning, so I just took my time packing down the tent. But I stayed at the Pennine View Park last night. Got everything charged. I got 2 camera batteries charged and most of my power pack and all my laundry done as well. And I've got 4 to 6 days worth of food in my backpack now, so it's quite heavy. But today's going to be a really interesting one. We're going up into mining country, about 18 miles. So there'll be plenty to see. I think there's quite a few waterfalls as well. And we're also going to be crossing the Pennine Way path as well. First we've got to do that long trudge all the way to the top of Kirkby Steven. This is a nice find. This belongs to our old friend, the South Durham and Lancashire Union Railway. It's a massive viaduct over this valley. Amazing. Here they are. These are the 9 standards. Now these sit on the watershed of Britain, so this side, so I've just come up, all the water from here goes towards the Irish Sea, and then all the water from here goes down towards the North Sea. Now we don't really know why they were built, but one suggestion is that they're on the boundary, the old British boundary, between Westmoreland and the North Riding of Yorkshire over there. But another suggestion was that it was built by the English to persuade the marauding Scots that there was an English camp up here. It's a less likely theory, but it's a nice suggestion. It's also the most extensive view of the whole coast to coast. It's such a nice view. That way onto the moors. Yeah, it might get a bit boggy, but my shoes have dried out. It's taken 5 days, but my shoes have dried out. I'm now on the moors following the blue route, which is supposed to walk between August and December. The route across the moors is split into 2 or 3 seasonal routes. I think they're seasonal either because the summer route is a bit more boggy and difficult to pass in the winter, or it's just to prevent erosion. But this one is definitely boggy. Look at this. Not nice. That's my route. Oh, that went up nearly up to my knee. Oh God. Here we are, made it out of the bog. 4 miles of that been following the Whitsundale beck for the last mile and a half or so. Now, got a nice track to head down towards the River Swale. That's better. How about this for a house? Right in the middle of nowhere. Lovely location, it's the valley. And that's the driveway. No wonder they got some 4x4s. River's just down there. Hopefully I'll be joining the road soon, heading to Keld, and then I'll go and grab some lunch there. Just coming down from the top now, actually on something called Tan Hill Road, and this leads all the way to the Tan Hill Inn. This is where I stayed on the Pennine Way. And down there is the River Swale. So we're officially in Swaledale. Okay, just had a nice little rest and some lunch. Now down there is East Gill Force. I remember it well from the Pennine Way, and we crossed the Pennine Way just there. Pennine Way goes up there, up onto Tan Hill. Now I'm going to head this way. There's going to be a few more waterfalls on the way. I did see them when I was walking the Pennine Way coming down that hill over there. And then up towards the lead mines. Right, we got to our first mine. That down there, that's Swinner Gill. Which means that's the remains of Swinner Gill lead mine. And now, what have we got there? That down there is Gunnerside Gill. It's not a natural phenomenon. It's actually man-made. It's something called a hush, which is a early 19th century form of open cast mining, where they would get a big dam, either up on top here or further up, of water, and use the water pressure to erode the topsoil and then expose the veins of lead that they can then mine out. And this is what this valley that I'm going into now was famous for. There were so many competing companies, they were all treading on each other's toes and trying to out-compete each other. Hopefully we'll see quite a lot of relics of industry in a mile or two. Last climb of the day done. Bit humid now, so I am quite sweaty. The problem was, you can't really stop at the moment because the midges are out in full force. Don't know what it is, it just seems to be something about this area, but they're everywhere, so it makes me worry about where I'm going to camp tonight. I'm due to camp by one of the old mines, or mining buildings, but I have to see what the midge situation is and then decide then. This amazing structure behind me is the old gang mines lead smelting mill. There's loads of it around, and it's a Schedule 3 monument as well, so they're trying to preserve it. I was going to camp here, but I can't really find any suitable ground for me to camp on, so I'm going to go back to my original plan, which was to camp at the Surrender mill down by the bridge, down by the main road. Probably a few more options for camping down there. Here we are, this will do. Right down by the river. There's Surrender Bridge, just there. Surrender Mill is just over the hill, but this is nice and flat. So I'm going to camp here. And there aren't any midges at the moment. There's a nice breeze going through.